What's up, wrestling fans all across the world? I hope you guys can click that like button and stick the thumb up my you-know-what. We don't want to swear in the first 30 seconds of the video. Let's be professional here. It is a Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. And I am coming to you live from New England, from Foxborough, from my basement that I purchased and can't deny how sexy it is, to be honest. The drama continues to unfold for AEW. Tonight is Dynamite. We're going to find out what happens tonight on Dynamite. This will answer a lot of questions tonight. It will either leave us feeling excited, amazed about All Out this weekend, or it could potentially leave you feeling disappointed. Will they get away with, if they do deliver a lackluster show tonight, a sort of lackluster Dynamite? If they were to do that tonight, would they get the benefit of the doubt of people saying, oh, Collision is still Saturday night. You know, we still got Collision. But how you could build a show around Collision, I just don't know. So tonight, I think a lot of questions are going to be answered. Welcome to my midday stream, guys. Sometimes I do this in my car, live from my phone, but today I'm doing it in the studio. It's gonna be very casual here. I'm gonna, hopefully the alert goes out to everybody that I'm live. I know the alert's kind of a mess right now, but hopefully it goes out. It takes a few minutes to get there. I want you guys to say whatever you want in the chat during this live stream. This will probably go about, I would say that, I don't know, we might be here about a half an hour or so, potentially. It's a quick midday stream. At some point in a little bit, we're going to go to members-only mode so I can get the members in on the chat and just read the membership stuff and what people are saying. And we're going to get into the Dynamite preview for tonight, I guess. Like, what is AEW Dynamite doing? I've got some statistics on with the popularity of searches of wrestlers and stuff like that. There's some other information. We can take a look at those and see what we think. AEW Dynamite preview. All Out needs a new main event thanks to Punk and Jack Perry is what many people are saying. So if you believe that sort of thing, well, then you're really are believing that these guys are suspended and this is as real as it gets. And I think a huge mistake. And like I said last night, I said this on the show last night. And listen, 5,000 people heard my comments about this last night in total, right? Like 5,000 people have heard this. So chances are most likely you have heard this. Therefore, I won't go into a big long rant about it again. But I'll just say quickly that if I was Tony Khan, I would sit CM Punk and Jack Perry down, and I would say, you guys are going to work this out. Then you're going to work together, and you're going to be you're going to be in a main event of All Out. And if you can't do that, then you're suspended. So I wouldn't go right to suspension. I wouldn't say like, oh, you're both suspended, see you later, we're done. That's dumb. In Chicago, why would you do that? So I would turn it into an angle 100%. And quite honestly, this is so weird that this whole time I've thought it was an angle. Like I've said, I haven't changed my tune on this whatsoever. I'm still not changing my tune on this. I think it's an angle because it just seems so ridiculous. And if it wasn't an angle, it should be turned into an angle because it's that good for an angle. Because that's all anyone's talking about right now. People aren't even talking about the situation with MJF and Adam Cole anymore. And you can say, well, that's a problem, and that's why the guys need to be suspended. But I say, no, man, you turn this into a good thing. And I said this last night. You turn this into a positive situation. I would love it. And I'm not going to go any further than this because I ranted on this last night. If you want to hear what I had to say about this, I went into this in depth last night. I did an hour and a half on this straight. An hour and a half on the possibilities, what you could do, what I think, what could happen, what could be happening. 1 hour and a half on it. Then I did about 30 minutes on Ryback in that situation. So you can go watch that in my video from last night. And then after some more news in wrestling, then we went to Discord and we had everybody on the show for hours. And I mean, we covered a lot of stuff last night. Not only did I cover a lot of stuff for a couple hours straight by myself, but then bringing in Discord and hearing from so many other people, we had a long, lengthy, show last night. I mean, not that that's much different from other times when I'm live streaming in the day, but I really appreciate it, guys. If you want to hit that like button, you will help the show so much. I'm not going to drone on any further. I know that all the YouTubers do the same thing now and say the same thing a million times. We all know the deal. I'm not going to do it. But just, you know what I mean? If you want to help me, please hit the like button. But and the other thing is, if you really want to help the show, please think about becoming a member. Think about dropping a super chat. I want to read your super chats. I want to read your donations. The donation link is up top in the chat. That's what keeps my shows going. We've had quite a few recently, so I've been able to do more live shows. My third job that I sometimes do, I haven't even done it this week because we've been so busy here and done so well here that I haven't even been doing it. So I've been doing more shows recently here with you guys because obviously I can. If I can do more live shows here, I'd do it. So I don't go to the third job. Can you believe there's 3 jobs now? Who doesn't? Aren't you guys working 2 jobs now? Who isn't working 3? Who does that? I don't see my kids anymore. It's okay. No, actually, all my kids, this is my day off today for the most part, so I relax for the most part on half of Wednesdays. I do a little YouTube work on Wednesdays, right, because it's AEW at night, and then I do something in the day sometimes. And Sundays is really my big day off, but Wednesdays I kind of have a day off, but whatever. My kids went back to school today, all 3 of them. But I've seen other kids, man, they're not going back to school until September. So it's crazy. I mean, they'll get out earlier, but I'm used to being in the city. When I used to live in the city, it's like we wouldn't go to school until September 3rd, September 10th, somewhere in there. And then I'd always laugh at the kids out in the sticks who had to go to school in like August 25th or something. You're like, oh my God, you're going back to school in August? That's crazy. Well, that's what's happening. They're going back to school, like my kids go back to school in August. Freaking crazy. Yeah, you got to hit that bell, man. You know what I love? I love the YouTubers that now talk to you like you're retarded. You've never been on YouTube before. They're like, hit the bell, hit the thing, and it's like just enraging, bro. It's like get to the point, get to what you want to talk about. I know you guys can tell me what you want about whatever. Yeah, every once in a while I'm gonna shout out the donation link because I have to, right? That's how I get funded. And every once in a while I'm gonna shout things out. But man, I can't stand it when I click on a 10-minute or 7-minute YouTube video and the person spends the first 3 minutes telling you about the like button, the memberships, the ads, the donate things, and then they do an ad for a game for like a minute. It's like, dude, get to why am I clicking on this video? I don't think people understand. Like, no, please deliver value first. Please, for the love of God, at least deliver 3 minutes of value before you start plugging something, please. And I think I just broke that rule myself, but it's like, dude, so many people do it. It's fucking insane. Have you guys noticed that? It's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm venting because, obviously I've been on YouTube since 2005 making videos myself, but I'm also watch YouTube videos. And more and more, some of the creators I really love, like, they just take fucking 50 minutes to get into anything. And it's like, dude, oh my God. Like, you have 1 minute of content and you spent 9 minutes talking about everything else. Like, and I want to die. Like, stop doing that. Deliver value. Deliver value, then plug. Deliver value, then plug. I am delaying because we're live, and I want to make sure everybody gets in here so I don't have to repeat topics and things like that. But I'm also crunched for time, so understand that. Anyway, I feel like Miro's been justified at this point. I feel like Miro has been vindicated. I feel like Miro doesn't have to explain anything at this point anymore because I think that, I was giving him crap the other day, and it turns out, like I said last night, the story with Miro is that Miro basically, he didn't really do anything wrong. It's like he just was there when Punk came backstage, said, hey, man, are you okay? And then Punk said, yeah, unless you want to fight me too. And then he said, well, let's take it outside. And they were just kind of joking around. And then, like, it almost seemed like Miro was like, ha, ha, ha. All right, see you, man. You know, that type of thing. It turned out to be nothing. So, I'm a believer that now that's why Miro was like, this isn't true, because people were trying to involve Miro, that there was an altercation with Miro. So Miro was saying it's not true that that altercation happened. And now, he leaks out that, no, this is what happened backstage. So I totally don't think there's any issue really with Miro at all, other than he was checking on Punk at the end there. And in doing that, it just became a story that it wasn't. So I kind of understand now why, he was chiming in, but he really should have been clear about, like, hey, this isn't true. I talked to Punk backstage, but it wasn't anything negative, and it was playful, and we're okay, or something like that. But he just didn't want to say anything really other than that's not true. So it left people to speculate about the situation. We're going to look at some things like, this is very interesting on Google Trends. This is interesting. This is over the last 90 days. The last 90 days on Google Trends. We're going to take a look at it real quick. So we put in the search terms, and as you can see on your screen right now, there was a point in time, there was one day where Hulk Hogan and John Cena were both the most popular things searched as far as a wrestler. Now, there was a week where John Cena, or there was more than a week here where John Cena was searched and John Cena was trending in the last 90 days. That was when I think he came back for a bit or something like that. But either way, Hulk Hogan and John Cena literally tied each other for the most popularity on Google search, which is kind of funny. So that was, in the last 90 days, the most popular two searches as far as that were Hulk Hogan and John Cena on those days. Now, I do want to say that Roman Reigns isn't on this list. If Roman Reigns was on this list, he would actually trump everybody, I believe. But just taking a look at some of the other names. Jon Moxley, Tony Khan, CM Punk. Right? Now let's get rid of John Cena, and we'll get rid of John Cena. We'll get rid of Hulk Hogan, because they're obviously going to blow up on there. But let's take a look at CM Punk, Tony Khan, Jon Moxley. CM Punk is in the blue. Tony Khan is in the red. Jon Moxley's in the yellow. Jon Moxley and Tony Khan are playing tag team for who's more popular down below at the bottom. But CM Punk remains steadily fairly popular. Now, who is the most popular person in AEW? You've got to say probably CM Punk. But who is the second most popular person in AEW? That's my question for you guys right now in the chat. Let me know, who is the second most popular person in AEW? Let me know.
Version of monetize, monetize that. I'm kinda fat, monetize that. You can monetize that. I'm kinda fat. Tommy NC, buy me a mask. Tommy NC, I'm kinda fat, monetize that. Buy me a mask, buy me a mask.
Kablooey!
You have $150, buy me a mask. Would you please buy me a mask? Buy me a mask. I can ask. Buy me a mask from Tommy NC, and I'm gonna buy me a mask. Buy me a mask from the ghost. Buy me a mask. Buy me a mask. Buy me a mask from Pyroclastic Flow. I don't like blacks. Pyroclastic Flow. I don't like blacks. Ask me that. Ask me this. Monetize that. Monetize that. Can I get a mask from Tommy NC? I'm fat. Can I get a mask? Can I get a mask? Can I get a mask? I want a mask. Can I ask? Can I get a mask?
Let's throw Rybich in a pit of cocks.
Pit of cocks. Pit of cocks. Oh my God, the Ghost from the Coast dropping $150 at 12:30 in the afternoon on a friggin' Wednesday. Holy shit. Man, in a stream where we've only got about 45 minutes to be live, the Ghost from the Coast has fully funded it. Put those masks on, baby. That time that Tommy went behind the scenes to reach out to one of my donators and supporters of the show to ask him for money so he could buy a clown mask. If you don't know what this donation is about. Thank you, the Ghost from the Coast! Leah! Hey, all my kids are at school right now, so I can scream at Leah and tell her that we should fornicate because of this. This is unbelievable. Holy shit, man. The ghost from It's Sting! I don't believe it! The ghost from the coast! Dropping one big dropperoo! Guys, I know that I got distracted because Ghost from the Coast just dropped a bomb, but who was the second most popular wrestler in AEW again? Please drop it in the chat. Holy shit. Let's play the RVD kick for everybody.
Turning first. Oh, RVD! Springboard crossbody.
The Ghost from the Coast.
Clothesline and now clotheslines.
Unbelievable.
Since WWE. Oh, and a drop kick.
Unbelievable.
Trouble. RVD leapfrog up and a kick to the back of the head.
Look at RVD.
You're not really going to be able to control him too much because RVD's legs are so powerful. Oh, there it was! Thunder is Rob Van Dam. Van Dam off the rope. AJ Styles coming. Standing drop kick. RVD suckered in. Oh, AJ Styles springboard up and onto the forearm. That's it. 1, 2, and 2.5. He did. Wow. Got a Rob Van Dam, but oh, now we'll do.
Watch this monkey flip. Watch this monkey flip, guys.
Rob Van Dam instinctively sending AJ to the bump, and here he comes inside for. Oh, look! Oh my God! What a monkey flip! Rob Van Dam nearly sent AJ Styles out of the ring.
What a monkey flip!
Oh, a spinning heel kick follows it up. RVD's on the, or rather AJ on the second rope. Oh, DDT!
Watch the Pele. Watch the Pele. The Pele's coming.
And AJ Styles a back body.
The Pele's great.
Double leg scissor roll up in it. RVD spinning heel kick miss. The Pele kick. Oh my God! RVD trying to avoid it. 1, 2, no! And AJ.
I love that Pele, dude. That's one of my favorite Pele's I've ever seen. And dude, first of all, I'm excited because that's one of the best Pele's I think I've ever seen, and I got to call it. But dude, I love that Pele kick. That's one of my favorite sequences I've ever seen.
RVD spinning heel kick miss. The Pele kick. Oh my God! RVD trying to avoid it. 1, 2, no! And AJ's
I love that kick.
1.
That looked great.
And no! They wanted to hit there, and they'll continue to battle. And now Styles still has control.
I love that Pele. I can watch that. I can watch that a million times. It's so fun to me.
Wait a second. Wait a minute.
What up, Josh? How you doing? What up, Lord Cosmo? Punk should be fired, but Tony got love for Jesus. Let's talk about why that didn't happen. Let's talk about why that didn't happen, guys. Let's talk about why that didn't happen.
You gotta be kidding me. AJ Styles asked for. Oh no! Wait a minute! What the hell? AJ Styles is attacking Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn clothesline AJ Styles out of the ring. Tommy Drainer's here. ECW reunion and backup.
I love that. I love that event, man. I love calling that one. That was a fun one to call. But anyway, so the point is, dude, CM Punk has Tony Khan by the balls, guys. By the balls, right? The Elite have Tony Khan by the balls because the Elite help create the company. They're VPs. There's all this invested into them. It just like he's got to support the Elite and the VPs. He's got to do it, Tony Khan. But also, CM Punk could have sued the company. He could have sued Tony Khan. He could have sued everybody for billions of dollars. I mean, maybe not billions, but millions of dollars. Okay? Menorah Man could have sued the company for so much money, guys. And he didn't, right? Or there's some kind of legal precedent or some kind of legal situation going on beyond my brain cells, right? So you've got to give it to so Tony Khan is in this weird rock and a hard place, just jacked up situation that I don't know, man. It's hard to maneuver through, but that's got to be part of the reason why this is so hard for him to be able, to really drop the hammer down on certain people and do the things that you want to do, because he's sort of like handcuffed like a cuck to the ring ropes while the wrestlers are just going at it in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to tell you, but it's got to be something like that. And again, I'll repeat it a million times. They should use the Jack Perry angle right now. Jack Perry's young. They got to be able to get to him to say, hey, man, let's play ball. Let's do business. Let's do this. But I think Jack Perry was also going on vacation, wasn't he? So is he on vacation? I don't know. I had heard that he was going on vacation. Did that already happen or not? I don't know. But I heard he was going on vacation, so if that's the case, maybe he's not around anyway, but I would have canceled his plans. Fuck you, you're going on vacation. And by the way, isn't Hawaii all jacked up now? How are you going to go to Hawaii right now? How are you going to go to Hawaii and not be bringing canned goods and shit? You know what I mean?
It's my birthday, so you became a
Newplex.
a member.
Oh. Newplex, thank you for becoming a member, my friend. We are going to go to members only in a few minutes, and we'll go through rapid fire on the memberships. A lot of people are holding TK's balls, says Scholar Sphere in the chat. You have COVID again? That sucks, man. I'm sorry, Justin Williams. Dude, I don't know what it's like. The first time I had it was awful. I was destroyed. Randy Viper.
Daddy Joe, are you ready for the Rugby World Cup Wallabies?
I'm ready for that kangaroo kick again by MJF. How about that? A nice kangaroo kick, Randy Viper. That's what I'm ready for. But like what I just don't like is the idea that CM Punk could really be suspended. Jack Perry could really be suspended. I just think it's ridiculous. You got to be using these guys. It's crazy. It's unfathomable to me that they're not used.
FKD Doxert Welsh.
F. Doxer Welsh, says Randy Viper. Damn. Well, we're going to put the Ghost from the Coast up real quick because he decided on my little afternoon stream that he was going to drop a bazooka bomb. And so we got to give the Ghost from the Coast love. Randy Viper, thank you for taking that money and dropping me a dono. Let's give Ghost from the Coast all the love in the world for that 150, man. That's oh, John, how you doing, man? I haven't played Diablo 4 in 2 weeks now. I don't know. I've been playing Diablo 3 whenever I get a chance, but honestly, guy, I've been so busy with real work and stuff that I haven't had a chance. And my kids went back to school today. You know, it's just it's all out craziness. Absolute all out craziness. So, how are you doing, man? Hope everything's good. Randy Viper, thank you. Sloth Fan says Punk will be at Collision or All Out. I agree, Sloth Fan. Punk has to be there. They're in friggin' Chicago, dude. They can't do it. I just find it. I don't care how many reports come out that Punk is suspended and whatever. And let me tell you something, guys. I will be shocked if he's not there. If he's not at All Out and if he's not at Collision, I will be blown away. And quite honestly, guys, I will become unhinged. So I will flip out and become fully unhinged if that happens. I'm just warning you right now. And it's not because I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong sometimes, and I'm not afraid to throw out my strong opinion and be wrong about it. But I'll tell you, bro, if he's really suspended and he doesn't show up in Chicago, I will blow a nutty. For those fans that want to see him there and everybody else that wants to see him there, bro, because little Jack Perry had to throw a poopy pants live on the air, because Jack Perry had to throw a poopy pants, you had to suspend CM Punk is crazy to me. Now, the only piece of the puzzle that we're missing is we don't know exactly what he did to Tony Khan. CM Punk is, that is. We don't know exactly what he did. I'm sure he yelled at Tony Khan in the back about this is fucked or this is unprofessional or like, what the fuck are you doing? Tony, please, brother, I'm begging you to hire somebody to be your like enforcer GM guy who's in charge of stuff or something. You need somebody back there, man, Tony. I don't know. And that maybe it was Jericho for a brief time. I don't know, dude. You got to bring someone from the outside. Bring me in, Tony. You know what I mean? Screw it. If you're not going to hire me as a commentator, Tony Khan, hire me as a guy in the backstage that can take care of this for you because you need help, bro. And I'm not afraid to help you. Like, you need help. And you know what? I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not a young 30-year-old and a 20-year-old anymore on YouTube and in life. You know, I'm almost 40 years old. So I'm now a man, Tony. Let's do this, bro. You need a guy to step in. I get your heart, man. I'm this way too in the past, and I want to be friends with everybody. You need to throw the law down, dude. You need to hire somebody who's a beast. Not me, even. Somebody else. I'm just joking about hiring me. I mean, like, I'm just fucking playing the joke that I want to be hired by everybody. I think they do need to hire somebody, though, in the backstage that can be, like, next to Tony Khan. He needs stooges. Tony Khan needs a couple of stooges. Guys that are only looking out for Tony Khan. Tony Khan needs that now. Vince McMahon always had it, and this is why. This is why you need it. Tony Khan needs like 2 or 3 branch guys that are all about Tony. And I know that's not in Tony's like breed. He's not that type of guy. That's why he doesn't have this going on, because he's the guy that wants to be friends with everybody. And hey, man, I'm the boss, I'm the owner, but you know, you guys, like everybody. No. You need to really turn it up. You know, turn up the heat that you're the boss. You know, a lot of people criticize Vince McMahon for being, you know, kind of a tyrant at times and things like that. Tony needs to turn it up. He's the other way at this point. He got to go the other way, man. He's got to lay the law down, flip out, and act crazy. The Ghost from the Coast. I said this is a beautiful tribute to Bray Ryback. Joe Cronin, what are we talking about? I don't know what that means. Army Ann, how you doing? What's up, Army Ann? Imagine Cornette working for AEW. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Imagine Cornette sitting back there. Man, get the fuck out of here, you fucking piece of shit mother. Like, the only problem is if Tony Khan didn't lay the law down the right way at 1 or 2 times when Jim Cornette asked him to, I could see Jim Cornette saying, fucking fire him or fucking fire me. You know, so that's the problem with Jim Cornette, I think. You would get to a point where Tony wouldn't listen to the advice 100%, and Jim Cornette would get pissed off, and Jim would say, well, fuck it. If you ain't going to fire him, fire fucking me then, or I'll quit. Like, or something like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Jim Cornette would be necessarily I would hire Jim Cornette in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? I know that Jim Cornette hates me. It has nothing to do with that. I'll hire him in a heartbeat. The guy's money. The guy's money and the guy's knowledge. I love Jim Cornette's brain. And listen, Jim Cornette, you know, doing a podcast about a show versus, you know, Jim Cornette actually working for a company, it's 2 different things. Do you know what I'm saying? Jim Cornette knows how to play ball while, you know, doing his part if he was in a real company. He's not going to sit there and bash everything to hell and, you know, hope it all dies. But he's going to give you his honest opinion. He's going to be good about it. You know what I mean? He's not quite the same person as he is, you know, on a podcast. You know, trying to make money and shock people and, you know, nitpick everything he can possible to get content out of it. You know, which I don't blame him for. I do the same thing. But I don't know. According to several, CM Punk and Miro getting into an altercation, it's not true. That's what people are saying now, but it is true that they spoke. That's what I'm being told. It's true that they spoke, but nothing really bad happened beyond that. But the fact that they got in some kind of fight or issue is not whatever. Sonny is probably going to jail. Tammy Lee Sitch for 25 years or whatever. Listen, guys, I would love to say that, you know, I know there's some people feel bad for her or whatever. I don't feel bad for her at all. That's not the person I grew up loving, that I liked in wrestling, that I waxed my carrot to in wrestling. That Tammy, that person is not her. The real human being now is a danger to society and a danger to people. And I'm not sitting here trying to ruin somebody's life or throw someone's life away and pile on how they need to be destroyed or thrown in jail for the rest of their life because I'm some woke person. That has nothing to do with it. The fact of the matter is she drank so many times and drove a car. So many times she drank and drove, and we said she's going to kill somebody. And if we said that for how many years, and then she did it. She literally did it. She's going to kill somebody. So it's not funny anymore. You know what I mean? It's not okay. She's not some sympathetic figure anymore. She's literally a murderer. And she had it's not like she one time went to the bar, got hammered, didn't really think about what she was doing, got in a car, ended up killing somebody. And yeah, she's at fault for being poor decision and being terrible. And like, I would have more sympathy, like, okay, they kind of made a mistake and wow, somebody died. That's fucking terrible. You got to own responsibility. You did that. But they, you know, they had never done it before, and they just weren't thinking right, and you know, they are at fault, and they should go to jail. But you know, you feel that sort of like, oh man, like they, you know, this could have happened to a lot of people, to be honest. But you know what shouldn't happen is you shouldn't get behind the wheel drunk like 7 times, and then on the 7th time kill somebody, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference there to me. Like, this is very malicious, that you knew that you've gotten in crashes before, gotten arrested before, and then you did it again, and then you finally killed somebody. So, like, dude, I hope, fuck her, you know, at this point. Fuck her. You know, go make a porn in jail called Jailhouse Hooker. You know, I don't know. Mark Henry can't take what he dishes, and Big Show's too good for AEW. I agree, man. Thank you to the Ghost from the Coast for dropping that dono. We're going to go to members-only mode and celebrate the members now in the last 20 minutes here. Rustava says Tammy has been slapped on the wrist too many times. Well, now it's too late now. It's too late now because now she's in jail for life and somebody's dead. We talked about this when it happened. That this was going this way. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, guys, I really, really appreciate you all being here. Remember, if you're a patron, if you're a $10 VIP or above, you should have a yellow badge on Discord. And if you don't have the Discord, please message me on Patreon. And in a little bit this week, if you're a $10 VIP patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, you should be getting a link on Patreon to the Discord with the $10 VIP link. And if you don't see your yellow VIP gold badge on Discord, let me know. Somebody just messaged me on Discord. Mark my words. TKO will buy AEW in 3 to 4 years. TKO? What do you mean, like the rest, like the sports company, or is that what are you talking? The sports company? TKO? I don't know what we're talking about. Sports company? So yeah, if you're on Twitter, obviously if you're a $25 producer or above, also you have to change your name on Discord. Discord is now giving you dots if you don't make your @ symbol the right thing on Discord. I don't know why they're doing that, but they are. So you can see that, if you're a $10 VIP or above, D. Welsh actually should be in the teal spot. I don't know why he has a yellow one. I'll fix it. Obviously, you get the VIP badge, and then, of course, everybody else who's a $25 producer gets the teal. Just an example. So you should see that when you're in Discord sending messages. So just make sure, Luke Rojas, other people like that, you should see all your badges and everybody's stuff. Just let me know if you have any problems with your Discord badges or access. I know Discord's been a problem for a while, but we fixed a lot of things. There's still some issues going on. Let's go to the members-only portion of the stream, and we can get to the members chat only. So let's switch over to the members. Breaking news after clearing waivers. QB Bailey Zappi has re-signed with the Patriots? Wait a minute. So they let him go to re-sign him? So this was all a scheme just to re-sign him, D. Welsh? What's going on? TKO Rising in the chat is like, me? What's going on, D. Welsh? The Patriots re-signed Billy Zappi? What? That's weird. Also, guys, we are going to have a special NFL show on Sundays. So look for that. We'll talk about your teams, my team, everybody's teams. We'll have a discussion how people are doing with FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever. But we'll talk about the football season, this whole season, I believe, on Sundays. Whether that be a half hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, I don't know. But it will be probably on Sundays, potentially on Sunday nights, pending wrestling and stuff like that. So we're going to look for that as well. He got signed to the practice squad? Oh, that's so weird to me. Like, why would they? I'm so confused. Yeah, Colonel Stutters, you're right. You should be producer level. I'll go in and fix that too for you. Yeah, it used to be automatic. That's why I'm like, unfortunately, like I have to do it manually. But it used to be automatic. But there's some kind of glitch that happened to it now, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, you just gotta yell at me about it. If anybody knows me, I'm very, I'm hard to get a hold of sometimes, and you have to like repeat things to me several times before I finally like get to the point of being able to do it because of my ADD probably. NFL starts next Thursday. Yeah, it's going to be a big... We'll do some kind of pre-show on Wednesday. So Wednesday next week, we'll do some kind of pre-show or whatever. I might even launch a separate channel. I don't know yet. But I'll definitely do it here as well. So, we'll see what happens. D. Welsh says he got put on waivers yesterday after final day of cuts. Season starts tomorrow. He has rejoined the Patriots after no one picked him up. So they did that on purpose to do that, I guess. Hey, I think he's valuable to be on the team. That's why I was shocked that they did that to him. Do you know what I mean? If you guys want to become a member, you get membership badges, you get access to stuff, access to videos, and a bunch of other stuff that no one gets access to. So become a member now, and this is the best time to join when we're doing a members stream. So this is the members only portion of the stream. If you're a member, you can chat, and we can anything you want to talk about, you can do it right now. Members only chat mode is activated. And I want to thank the Ghost from the Coast for dropping $150 earlier, man, to really put over this show today.
Shout out to the Ghost from the Coast.
Thank you, my friend. Sloth fan, practice squad. I'll fix that now, Colonel Stutters. TKO is the name. Colonel Stutters says TKO is the name of the new company that houses UFC and WWE, Joe. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, so TKO. Okay, so basically the company that. Wow. So if TKO bought AEW and ran it the same, like still ran it as a separate entity, well then WWE would finally have their separate promotion that they always wanted in a way, because they could jump WWE to AEW all the time, and they could even do a coming together show, WWE versus AEW, like a pay-per-view event or something like that. So, yeah, I mean, that's weird, but it's crazy to think about and weird to think about, but it's something that could happen in 5 years. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I see Tony Khan, he's got the wrestling bug right now. I could see him, how long will Tony Khan want to run this? How long will Tony Khan, will it ever hit Tony Khan at some point where Tony Khan is like, you know what, I want to enjoy my millions of dollars. I want to go take a break now. I want to go relax and watch a football game every Sunday and go to beaches and just take it easy. You know what I mean? At what point would Tony Khan do something like that? And at what point, will he have had enough and just sort of be like, you know what? I want to sit back. I want to take a step back. I want to relax, and I want to enjoy my money. Enjoy the money, and just get out of this crazy wrestling business. Just take a step back and get out of this. At what point would Tony Khan want to do that? And I don't know. Maybe is it never? Is the answer never? Is he like Vince McMahon? He wants to be in charge of this stuff forever. He wants to be doing this into his old age. Is that Tony Khan, or is it gonna get old? Is the toy gonna get old at some point? You know what I mean? And guys, if you can, please hit that like button. Let's get at least 69 likes. We've only got 50 likes. We've only got 50 likes, brothers and sisters out there. Colonel Stutters says NFL starts next Thursday. Yes, it does. Colonel Stutters, maybe we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of members. Maybe I shouldn't have put it on members only mode so early. It's like, where's the members at? I remember we used to do the membership only streams when there was like 70 people here and the members would be flying through the chat, so it was like worth it. But shit, man, maybe the members are quiet. Maybe the memberships are fucking quiet. Tony Khan with his fucking laser eyes. D. Welsh says, now Adam Schefter says the Patriots have now brought back Malik Cunningham. Dude, what is the point of cutting these two? What did they just cut them so they could like basically say, see, nobody wants you, let's re-sign you for less money? Did they really do that? I don't know the ins and outs of that situation, but Jesus, you release these two guys to just re-sign them? Is this just some kind of... I'm just blown away by that. No, Army Ann, how you doing? Yeah, no, a lot of people are listening at work. There's no doubt about it. A lot of people are at work right now. This is my day off, so I'm happy to be here. Tony is 40. He's young. He's got at least another 15 years in him, says Colonel Stutters. Yeah, unless something crazy happens to him like everybody else. I'm 39. I'm scared now, bro. Got Bray Wyatt people dropping from like weird stuff from COVID. I had COVID. Dude, my COVID was like, it felt like somebody was squeezing my kidneys. Like, I'll never forget the kidney pain. Like, it was so weird. And then a month later, I have all these problems now with my gallbladder. I never had gallbladder problems once in my life. Now suddenly I have gallbladder problems all the time now. But I mean, I think I might have just actually had a gallbladder problem from eating like shit. So I just think it's coincidental. But yeah, dude, that week of COVID was awful. Thank God I didn't have what other people had and I had to get hospitalized or something, because I had just the sore, rough pains. But dude, I was lucky enough to catch COVID in the year 2022 in July, right? And in July of 2022, it's like I had the strain of COVID that wasn't that bad, right? I had the mild version of COVID. So I got lucky because my body got to experience the mild version of COVID and practice, right? So now my body is very familiar with COVID. I had one shot, right? I had one shot. I didn't go for two. I had one. I only got one. I don't know what that means or what that does, but I got one. The year before that, I got one. In 2021, I got one shot, which then I decided, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. I wish I didn't do it at all. And then the next year, I got COVID, and I got a mild version of it. But it was, it was a rough week, but it was like, I would say it was the worst flu I ever had. It was probably the worst flu. That's what it felt like to me. The worst flu I ever caught. And there was a couple other ones that were close, but that was pretty bad. And so I feel like I was lucky to have gotten it in a mild way. If I'd gotten that early stuff, I mean, hell, man, if you got it in those first 6 months, people were dying at a much higher rate, because it was that full version of COVID. It hadn't mutated a bunch yet. Nobody had experienced it. I feel like the death rate was like 5 to 10% when COVID was first coming out. It was 5 to 10%, but then after it mutated, it eventually went down to way less than 1%, way less. So that's why, it's so weird, right? When the virus first came out, it came out hard, and it came out fully formed and bizarre, and your body had never seen anything like it. And then as it mutated and mutated and mutated, it became less, impactful on you. Remember the doctor in Wuhan, or the doctor in China that tried to expose it to everybody? He was like, something's going on, and then he was dead from it. He had it. And he was like 30. It's like, dude, that first version was nuts. Colonel Stutter says, Belichick cut them to fit more people on the active 53-man roster. He re-signed the QBs to keep them on the practice squad just in case. Practice squad doesn't count towards the 53-man roster. Good point, Colonel Stutters. So I think it's just musical chairs then. Okay, let's see who's going to be on the O-line, and then we're going to cut people. So he's probably going to start – I would think that then there'd be some other people that are going to be cut. And then somebody's going to advance from the practice squad at some point. And maybe they're trying out a QB or two on the side as well, and then they'll make a decision from there. I don't know. Slothfan 19 says, it's funny how Punk was not told about his suspension, but his lawyer knows. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Did his lawyer release a statement? Because that would be huge news to clarify some things if Punk's lawyer was speaking about it. Because, yeah, I heard that he didn't know either. I'm not sure. I want to thank everybody, man, for being here. And you have a few more minutes if you want to try to chime in on something really quickly. If you're a member, you got maybe 2 more minutes. But I want to say thank you, guys. I will be back again probably tonight for AEW Dynamite. I'll be tweeting stuff at Meta World Online, Joe Cronin Show producer. And I will be looking over some comments of the videos over the last couple of days, and I'll either make a video on it or make responses to them. If you want to leave comments on my videos, it's a good idea. I usually read them. If you definitely want me to be heard or want me to get heard, or you want to be heard by me, then you can leave a super thanks on any video you want. You can go down to the bottom of the video and actually leave a dono in the video itself, and in which case I will definitely show it on the air and read it. So look for that as well. But leave comments. I will read them and potentially make a video on them tonight. And if you missed yesterday's stream, go back and watch yesterday's stream. I think you'll enjoy it. It was 6 hours long last night. It's up. It's full of stuff. You might have missed something from it. I can tell some people did miss some things. Zappy will probably be QB number 2. Yeah, D. Welsh. I would think Zappy's number 2. Cunningham would still be number 3. I think Sap said Punk's lawyers were informed. Okay, that is so weird, man. That is so weird that that's how that went down, man. I can't believe that this guy doesn't know about it and then his lawyers get informed. To me, that's crazy. Colonel Stutters! Colonel Stutters! Oh my God, everyone celebrate. You may have just received a membership gifted by the gifter himself, Colonel Stutters, who just gifted 5 people a membership. And they're popping up now. Oh my God, bro. Colonel Stutters with some membership gifts. DF Sports received a membership. RKO
It's
KANE.
my birthday.
Andre Lavandero.
So you became
Wow.
a member.
Hey, man, shout out to Colonel Stutters for dropping memberships on people. D. Welsh says the only thing Dynamite has advertised tonight is Penta versus OC, and Adam Cole will speak after his title match, MJF. Nothing else has been advertised. So weird. Effing weird. Yeah, Mickey K9, that sucks, bro. I'm concerned that a lot of people are going to be let down by tonight's Dynamite.
It's my birthday.
I can't believe that this is real.
So you became a member.
Andre Lavandero, man, well, you're welcome. I can't believe that we're not going to see, that we may not see CM Punk versus Jack Perry at All Out at this point. How do you not do that? How does it become an actual legal problem? That drives me insane, dude. That drives me insane. Like, how does that happen? How do you let that happen? Mickey K9 and Kevin Cash are going to receive memberships as well from Colonel Stutters. So thank you, Colonel Stutters.
You became a member.
I don't know how many memberships that is total now, but that's pretty friggin' awesome, dude. AEW is from Chicago tonight, too. I know, that's what I'm saying, man. So they're in Chicago tonight. How do you not ride this with CM Punk, but now it's going to become a legal issue? That can't be real, man. Like, I refuse to believe that you don't sit down Punk and Jack Perry and turn this into a story and turn this into a show for All Out. I just don't understand how that doesn't happen. The Ghost from the Coast read me on Discord. Yeah, you're right. You probably should be. Yep. That's right, Ghost. The Ghost from the Coast receives team leader on the Discord. Colonel Stutters has the big one. The Ghost just dropped a $150 bomb. Yes, he did, D. Welsh. Thank you for that. D. Welsh really plugging away on the Discord like a beast. We probably got a red D. Welsh too. Poor sources. When CM Punk landed in a Heathrow airport in London, no one from AEW was waiting for him. Yeah, we've heard the story and about him having to travel in the trains, and a couple of fans had to help him know where he was going. A lot of people said, why didn't he take an Uber? How do we know CM Punk likes Uber or takes Ubers? You know? Part of me wonders, CM Punk almost feels like the type of guy maybe that doesn't even like to take Ubers or doesn't like Ubers or doesn't use Ubers. So I'm not even sure that he's into that.
A moron.
You know? Kermac!
Scissor me, Joe!
In 30 years we'll be reading the book called The Death of Him. And the beginning of the end was caused by CM Punk.
The death of AEW. That's crazy. The cancer of AEW. Kermac, thank you for the $3. I don't know, man. We might, but right now, like, this is the scope of AEW, or the everything around AEW revolves around, what CM Punk is doing, regardless. And that's why they've got to start honing in on this situations And if they're not going to use the Elite situation, if they're not going to use the Jack Perry situation, they need to create a situation at this point. Guys, at this point, they need to fake a fight backstage and then put Punk against that person in the ring. They need to start using this in a weird way to do this, generate this interest about Punk in the backstage controversy, and then bring it to the ring. So, like, even if, okay, you can't do it with the Elite because there's really heat there and they don't want to work together, fine. You can't do it with Jack Perry now because they don't want to, there's a problem there, fine. Well, go create something now backstage where there seems to be a problem. Again, get headlines, and then the next week have CM Punk in a battle royal and have those two guys seemingly get in a shoot fight in the ring, and then, you know what I mean, and then do all kinds of crazy stuff and get the buzz going around the whole wrestling world about CM Punk is went off script and shoot on a guy in whatever, and then just keep going with it, dude. Dude, use this somehow. Fucking use it somehow. Don't sit there and like ignore it because you're actually embarrassed about it. Don't do that. Fucking use it, Tony Khan. For Christ's sake, use it. It's baffling to me. Colonel Starr says, so much about the situation feels like it's half-truths being made into full fabrications. Yeah, I think half-truths are being, people are, completing the story that they don't really know what the end is. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting the beginning of the story, we don't know the end, and the people are completing it. Spectral Citizen says, if it gets bad, WWE will buy it. Maybe. Spectral Citizen, yeah. Listen, if anything gets really bad, I'm sure at some point AEW could sell to WWE, and that's what would happen. They'd love to have... And who knows what's going to happen with the WWE library and Peacock and all that stuff.
The more CM Punk news that comes out, the more Triple H and WWE smiles. Crazy to think how many people hated them for the whole CM Punk saga a while back, and now they look more right every day.
Robbie Hyde, you're probably right. You're probably right, but, again, I don't think you can buy this type of publicity and this type of buzz in the wrestling world. So even though, Robbie Hyde, it does appear that this is a major headache and a major problem, I only think it's a problem if you can't use it. And they're not using it, so it is a problem. But I think if you could use this, it would not be as big of a problem. And I know that you could say, well, Joe, back in the day, did they use all the problems with Shawn Michaels? And it's like, well, no, they didn't. But at the same time, they kind of did because Shawn and Bret Hart were wrestling each other all the time at the same time that there was backstage controversy. So why is it so different now that we had a problem backstage, so now we can't work together ever again? When back in the day you had a problem backstage, people might have found out a little bit about it, but then you also went out and wrestled. So then it made it that much better. Why is it now that suddenly, we had a problem, so we can't work together ever? So that maybe that does kind of add credence to what you said, that CM Punk is the worst ever. Because CM Punk can't work with these people when they have problems? Or is it them? Is it the younger guys? Like, they refuse to... Like, why aren't these guys working together even though they've got problems? Why aren't they using it? You can use it! Colonel stutters. DeMar Hamlin has been remarkable from giving CPR in the field from him being the active roster back on the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, it really is amazing. Thank God he's okay and he's back, and I hope he doesn't have heart problems like friggin', Bray Wyatt and so many other people with whatever's going on in the world. I really hope that's not the case. I got to roll. I got to get out of here. Kevin Cash, they used the Edge and Lita and Matt Hardy stuff. Yeah, and it was great. And that was, can you imagine that, dude? This person cheated on you with your girl you loved. You loved her. She cheated on you with this guy. They fucking shit on you in real life. And you still had the brain to go out there and use it for an entertaining story despite your actual feelings. Like, bro, there is no excuse for not using this heat right now and always. There isn't. There just isn't. Other than people are softer than ever and they're ridiculous. Robbie Hyde, thank you for the donation. Guys, thank you for becoming members. Everybody that's become a member down below. Become a member down below for the membership streams. And everybody else who was here earlier when the membership wasn't active. Thanks for chatting and being here. Sorry that you couldn't chat in the end here with the membership, but got to give something to the members here, you know? Thank you to the Ghost from the Coast for dropping $150. Thank you to Randy Viper, Kermac, Robbie Hyde, and Colonel Stutters for those gifts. Thank you so much, guys. I will be back later today to talk about Dynamite. And I hope you leave a like. Get the likes up if we can on our way out on your tablet. Whatever device you're on, stick the thumb up my ass and give that like button a massage, baby. I'm Joe Cronin. Follow me on Twitter at MetaWorldOnline. Or just look up Joe Cronin Show Producer. I've got about 700 followers maybe now. Obviously, I lost my Twitter a long time ago. Instagram.com. I don't know. Instagram, Joe Cronin Show. TikTok, Joe Cronin Show. Facebook.com/Joe Cronin Show. And all my links down below. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Become a member. Become a producer. And, of course, get access to the most shock jock show you've ever heard. The Corrupted Podcast. Available on Patreon. Yep, I'll be reviewing Dynamite tonight. Courtesy of everybody here and the Ghost from the Coast.
The Ghost from the Coast. $150.
Basically, the Ghost from the Coast sponsored this stream today. So thank you, Ghost. Thanks to everybody. What will happen tonight on Dynamite, we'll find out. And I'll see you tonight live for that. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go sniff the neighbor's dog.